All right, guys, welcome. Let's run through some details for stage 2 of Prospector. Here we go. It's the first big stage, 60k loop and plenty of climbs, basically. Big climbs, big views tomorrow, and some nice long descents. The first true test of endurance after a nice fast and short head out in the prologue. Open the legs up and get things going. This stage is a sort of a true backcountry New Zealand mountain biking style stage, taking in some of the best sites and tracks up on Earnscleugh Station. For those of you that did the course last year, did the race last year, it's a very similar course, only some slight changes, and we'll run through those. I guess the first thing is that we have a new start finish, and this is located at the Fraser Domain, which is just a couple of K further down Strode Road than the start finish was last year. Same road, just a bit further down. So Strode Road is off Earnscleugh Road, which it runs between Clyde and Alexandra on the west side of the Cluth River. It's about a 15-minute drive from Alex to the start finish, probably about 5 minutes from Clyde. So we will be starting in our respective waves. The times are 7:45 for wave A and 8:05 for wave B. We will have a bit more congestion in the car park tomorrow, with both waves arriving roughly similar times. So we ask that you park neatly in your car parks and give each other plenty of room. The race will roll out under a neutral start along the Tarsiel Road. So this will be led by a pilot vehicle, and they will pull off and let you turn right onto the gravel driveway and into the orchards, and that's where the racing will begin. From there, you're pretty quickly into some short punchy climbs. Spread the field out and open legs up, and you drop down into Omeo Gully. You do a short dog leg here, a right and then a left, and then you have a creek crossing, and then you start climbing up the old pylon track up here down towards Conroy's Dam. Conroy's Dam is a bit of a pinch point. You do actually cross the dam itself. There are barriers on both sides, and they are about a metre wide, so not much wider than your mountain bike handlebars. So please take extreme care if you are going to try and ride across, or the safest thing is to get off and walk. It's only about 50 metres long. Over that, around the bottom of the dam, and then heading up towards the high point of the day. Some long draggy climbs through some paddocks here, water race for a bit of flat relief in the middle, and then you keep climbing past the old miner's hut, if you'll recognize that from some of our photos. Pretty cool wee spot. Up and up, and unfortunately the climbs get steeper and steeper further up you go here. There is a couple of really steep pinches up towards the top, but this is the high point of the day, and this is the point that once you reach this, you've got a lot of downhill to follow. So just grin and bear it. Drop down, and then a short pinch back up to Castle Rock, which again is a pretty iconic spot. So a good spot to get a wee photo. Down, fast descent, and this is probably a first caution point of the day. This descent is wide open double track descent. It is prone to getting big deep rain ruts, and these are the kind that like to swallow mountain bike wheels. You will be going fast, and it will be hard to avoid them if you are out of control. So you need to control your speed down this descent and look out for the ruts. Get down safely, and you go back into the Omeo Gully and through the creek crossing that you passed on the way out. We have moved the aid station this year. It's a little bit further along than it was last year, so it's not down by the creek. You go through the creek and onto the Fraser Dam Road, left up, going uphill, and the aid station will be about 1 kilometre along there. Refuel for the second half of the course, a little single track climb for half of this main climb, and then the second half you join back onto the road. Once you're up to the tops, the sort of plateau on the top, you come off the road through a gate, cut across the paddocks on the top. This is the next pinch point, or the next crucial safety point, is a steep descent off the plateau down into the Fraser River Gully. Now, not only is this descent steep, it is also quite rocky and quite loose. So again, if you pick up too much speed, it's difficult to slow down. So be aware of that when you start the descent. Manage your speed and get down safely. At the bottom, you have another little river crossing, and then you're onto the Fraser Weir Road. So a little bit of relief along here. It is pretty flat before the last climb of the day, back up to the top of the Hawksburn Hill. Across the top here is a short little four-wheel drive track to link you up with the Hawksburn Road, where you will then start the main Hawksburn descent. This is the only large single track descent of the day, and it is not more technical than what you've done in the prologue, but it is quite a long descent. It's about 2K long, and you will be somewhat tired by this point, I'd expect. So you will want to take extra care coming down here. It's a fun, fast flowing descent, but towards the bottom, there are some rocky sections. Well, yeah, it is halfway down and to the bottom. So yeah, again, control your speed and take it safely down to the bottom. A short little single track zigzag through some trees and through some pine trees, and you will pop out just across the river from the finish line. So you just have to do a little dog leg out of driveway onto the road, a right, and then another right, and then back into the finish line. So today's probably stage 2 is the stage that we do use the most amount of public roads, and that being Strode Road, Fraser Dam Road, and the Hawksburn Road. So when you're on these roads, you need to abide by New Zealand traffic rules. So stay left and give way to oncoming traffic. We do obviously have traffic management in place, but that doesn't mean that cars won't be will be expecting to see you. So be aware of that. Once you're finished, jump in your cars and you can head out and get back home and recover for Sunday. Thank you.